everyone, welcome to our podcast. I am Ayolam, and today we are going to talk about Generation Z or IG. So, as we know that they have grown up with smartphones and the social media, and there are hidden challenges, all these behind advantages. So, before diving, let's introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Rayum, and I'm really excited to discuss the topic, the book. I think this is one of the important problems that our generation faces.
Yes.
So, hello everyone. I'm really grateful to have an opportunity to discuss with you about this topic. So, yeah, I'm excited.
So, hello guys, I'm Adana. I'm really happy that we came up with this idea because being Zoomers, we will discuss what millennials write about us. So, I think it will be a really interesting conversation.
Okay, before we get into the issue, let's talk about a little bit about the book itself.
So the book we're discussing is called IGen, written by Jean Twenge. She's a psychologist who studies how different generations behave and think. So in this book, she focuses on young people born between 1995 and 2012.
Yes.
Also, we will talk about the three strengths and weaknesses of the Zoomer generation that Jean Twenge talked about.
So now we can dive in. As Adana mentions that we will discuss three main problems of this book. The first big issue is that overuse of the smartphone or smartphone generation, more virtual, less real. Yes, so I think interacts more online than in person. There is no face-to-face interaction, and I think that it can lead to loneliness or anxious generations, and also they need to realize how this affects their well-being. So what do you think about this case?
Yeah, I usually think that the overuse of technology can lead to depression and also social isolation. For example, I want to share with you one fact. The 59.2% of adolescents and children use technology only for chatting, so that's why we can understand that children find it harder to speak with each other face to face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, we all know those iPad kids that their attention span is much shorter than it was earlier, so they can't imagine their day without their video games, without YouTube videos. So I think the smartphone and internet has its big impact.
And one of the reasons why the social networks lead to depression and anxiety because kids, they just see the successful success of other people through social networks, and they also imagine all perfectly.
Yeah. So actually, it's not all ideals that we see on the social media. So guys, it was interesting to discuss this main problem. Now let's move into the second main problem. The next issue is that aging is taking longer to grow up, or in another word is adolescent is delayed. So how do you understand this case?
So Zoomers feel strong care from their parents from birth. So children who live in comfort and care in the custody of their parents, they do not want to live there. They do not want to leave their comfort zone, and it takes longer for Zoomers to grow up.
Actually, they are just delaying these milestones, like getting a job, or moving out, or driving. Yes, and the author of the book said that adolescence is the time when teens begin to do things that adults do. Now happens later. So Actually, for example, extended dependency. Most of adolescents, of course, not all of them, but most of they are just they're just frightened to step out of comfort zone, and they're often dependent on their parents, their emotional guidance, and their decisions. So for digital world, they are for them it's safe zone. They can step out of them.
Yeah, I think like one of the reasons why this happens is because teenagers, adolescents, they always see the beautiful picture in the social media and TikTok, and they want to be successful, but they are very overthinking. So that's why they cannot start doing the adult things.
Yeah. Another reason is changing values. There is a stronger focus on personal growth, mental health, and education, which may push adult responsibilities further down the line. Even they don't want to get married. They are focused on their career, and they want to build. They don't want to build their own family. They think more about their career, about their mental health. They just don't want to take responsibilities.
Yeah.
So you want to say that they more prioritize career and mental health?
Yes.
Okay, so just one word, they are delaying adulthood. And there is this extended adolescence is becoming more common nowadays. Yeah.
So what about you? Like, do you feel that your growing up is delayed a little bit? Maybe you don't want to take responsibilities, don't want to do adult things.
I think I'm 17 and I just already have taken these adulthood things that I got a job and take some responsibilities for myself, and I think that yes.
Even if I'm a Zoomer, I'm the first child in my family, so I have my brothers and sisters. From my little years, I used to take responsibilities for them, for my brothers, for my little sisters. So I don't think that for me it's take long to grow up.
Yes.
As Aidana said, I'm also the first child in my family, and sometimes I feel like I want to be a role model for them, so that's why probably I've taken a responsibility too. So,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Me too. I really rush to be independent, to leave my
yes,
house,
yes.
to take the responsibility on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that we have already stepped out of comfort zone when we
Yes.
apply this university. When when we got a job. Yes.
Yes.
The third problem related to hygiene is work and economic.
Yeah, actually, she highlighted that even though Ajin has access to many information, some of them struggle to find stable jobs. And she says we have the most complete and the instant access to all information in all history, but we're using it just watch funny cut videos. So that's why. How do you think? Why?
Yeah, I think it's really it's true, because iGen has the variety of the tools to succeed, but they often get distracted by things that don't help them financially. So despite our tech skills, we don't know how to use them. Not all of us, but most.
Yes.
The problem is that Zoomers imagine everything magically. When they get their first job, they imagine a job where they will do almost nothing, work in a comfortable place, and get high salary, and travel 2-3 times a year. And when they see the reality, they want to quit in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
It's because of social network also. They have been seeing success of other people, and they think that it will be perfect when they get their job.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and also I want to say that probably there is so many uncertainty because we understand that there are so many rivals in our fields, and for that reason probably it is really hard for them to start something new. And also I want to say that it can also lead to some drawbacks. For example, it can lead to depression and anxiety, and also it can probably even destroy the relation. There is usually unwillingness to support or help each other in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the pros of Z generation. The first fact is that Z generation is more tolerant and inclusive. If compared with millennials, for millennials, inclusivity came with the time, and for them it was wrong and it was somehow difficult for them to accept it. And compared with Gen Z grew up in a world that was already diverse in terms of race, gender, sexuality, culture, and beliefs. And for many Zoomers, inclusion isn't something progressive, it's just basic decency.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
Despite these challenges, hygiene has some great qualities like inclusive and tolerant. Actually, these Zoomers often describe it tolerant and inclusive compared with previous generations. I think because of online communities, because they participate in online forums and the communities, and they just interact with people and know the background informations, and also they aware of social issues like via TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and so on. So they significant role in raising awareness situations like racial equality, LGBT, and gender equality and mental health. Also movements like Black Lives Matter, also Pride Month have gained really this global visibility for agents.
Yeah. So I think the globalization has its effect. So that's why our generation is more tolerant. Yeah.
I agree with you because I've understood, I've noticed that there is less risky behaviors than the past generation. I guess that it has an impact on the belief too, because probably they begin smoking less and also drinking and doing something really risky, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and also maybe global connectivity include for this.
Yeah, I agree with you. Instead of going to the big parties or getting into risky situations, the iGen loves to stay home, spend their time with relatives, and according to Jean Twenge, the fewer teens start to drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes compared to the 1990s, where the situation was different.
Yeah, I think that it's the one of the great qualities to be Zoomers inclusive and tolerant. That they are aware of these social issues.
So, as you probably noticed, we are all sitting with our computers. We probably saw us from the point of our parents and our peers. So that's why we decided to take our laptops.
Yes.
So the reading this book was very insightful because we compared ourselves as a Zoomers to millennials, how they think about us. So yeah, that was really interesting.
So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the discussion. So catch you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.